Hello, this is News Now, reaching you live from iBrandTV News Studios in Lagos. Coming up, President Muhammadu Buhari arrives in Benue State for the commissioning of projects. Value-added tax saga assumes another dimension as Lagos State House of Assembly passes the state's value-added tax bill into law. Now, pensioners in Rivers State protest over non-payment of their gratuities and 10 years pension arrears. Federal Government Executive Council approves the fifth generation network 5G for the nation. Hello again, and glad to have you join us on their stories tracking at this hour. I'm Michael North. President Muhammadu Buhari has arrived in Imo State for the commissioning of projects. Buhari landed at the Sam Mbakwe Airport in Owerri, the state capital, on Thursday and was received by state officials and other dignitaries. Governor Hope Uzodinma had a few days back disclosed that Buhari would be visiting Imo State to commission some significant projects his government has executed. He also noted that the Imo State has got additional support from the president on the management of some ecological problems in the state. We'll bring you more details in our subsequent bulletins. Meantime, the crisis over the value-added tax deepened on Wednesday, with Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike ordering companies based in the state to start paying VAT to the state government. Wike gave the order during a stakeholders meeting in Port Harcourt with representatives of Shell Petroleum Development Company and other oil companies, as well as business owners in the state. The governor, who accused the Federal Inland Revenue Service of threatening companies based in the state, said any organization that failed to pay VAT to the state would be sealed off. Similarly, the Lagos State government said on Wednesday that a letter written by FIRS to the National Assembly seeking inclusion of VAT on the exclusive legislative list will not stop the bill on the tax currently being before the State House of Assembly. The FIRS, in a bid to retain the collection of the tax, wrote to the National Assembly to seek the inclusion of VAT collection in the exclusive legislative list. Although the FIRS applied to the court for a stay of execution, Justice Stephen Palm rejected the application, saying granting it would negate the principle of equity. Now, the row trailing the collection of value-added tax took another dimension on Thursday as Lagos State House of Assembly passed the state's value-added tax. The Speaker, Modashiru Obasa, directed the acting clerk of the House, Olaleko Onafeko, to transmit a clean copy to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu for assent. The House also passed a bill that prohibits open cattle grazing in the state. The two bills were passed after unanimous votes by the lawmakers, the setting where they were read at the third time. Now, immediately after their passage, Speaker Obasa commended his colleagues for their passion to see that the state continues to grow. Nigeria's Federal Executive Council has approved the fifth generation network, otherwise known as 5G, for the nation. The Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Dr. Issa Pantami, who disclosed this Wednesday, when speaking with the newsmen at the end of the weekly FEC meeting presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari, also revealed that the Council, in approving the 5G, took cognizance of the report of the International Telecommunication Union and the World Health Organization that pronounced it safe to human health. In support of the move by the federal government, telecommunication operators under the aegis of the Association of Licensed Telecoms Operators of Nigeria yesterday said Nigeria was ready in terms of infrastructure for 5G rollout across the country. Pantami revealed that the radiation of the 5G policy is lower than that of 4G currently in use by Nigerians, while the deployment of the policy, which is with immediate effect, will be carried out in phases between now and 2025. Political parties under the umbrella body of Allied Political Parties have called on Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, to stop politicizing its fight against corruption. The group also urged EFCC to resist being used as a tool of intimidation against politicians within and outside the APC field. At a press conference in Awka, the Anambra State capital, their representative, Dr. Ralph Musu, said the anti-graft agency should be impartial, independent, and apolitical in its fight against corruption.
APC by force syndrome cannot stand in Anambra State. And all the shenanigans will come to nothing. The people of Anambra will resist all APC or EFCC bully and vote to produce their own government. It is worrisome how the EFCC is being used, rightly or wrongly, to intimidate politicians within and outside the ruling party by the henchmen of APC who are said to have President Buhari's ears. It projects EFCC under the current administration as a tool of oppression and not an agency that was set up to sanitize Nigeria and make it corrupt-free.
Now, pensioners in Benue State protested over the non-payment of their gratuities and 10 years pension arrears. The retirees, who were seen in front of the state secretariat carrying placards with different inscriptions written on them, bemoaned the untold hardship they have faced since 2012 till date. They noted that since 2012, over 300 pensioners have lost their lives due to the government's non-compliance with its side of the tripartite agreement reached.
They sponsored us. He set up a tripartite committee. They have finished work. Till now, we have not had anything from him. They've submitted the report to him.
More than 3 months.
So what did we do? Is it a crime to serve the state for 35 years of your life?
Since I retired 2017 up to date, I've been facing series of challenges. No payment of gratuity, no payment of arrears. My children are now at home, out of the house. School fees, I'm unable to pay their school fees. There is no way I can manage the situation. My wife died because of no money. I've been suffering one way or the other. Every other people that retired, since we retired, we are suffering up to tomorrow. We are angry. There is no way we can live after 35 years of service.
Just look at me. I went for brain scan. I've been sick. I was taken away from my house for almost 1 year. I went for brain scan of 250,000. There was nothing to show for it, no money. My husband has sold all that he had. My children were in the school. Nothing, no house. So we have come here so that our governor will pay our money, pay our retirement benefit, pay our gratuity, pay our arrears. I retired as a director, but I don't have anything to show. Since some of us, since 2015, 2016, 17 till date, they've not paid their pension arrears. They've not paid their gratuity. Most of us have died. And most of us don't even have rights to stay. So you should pay us our money. Let us take our money and build a house, have a house of our own. Some of us, our landlords are sending us out. We can't pay. We depend on begging from brothers and sisters. They will give us money.
I've listened to all they told me, and I want to assure you that I will take it up from this place. Because very soon I will retire. If I can't take care of you, they will not take care of me. So I'll make sure I carry your grievances, all you have articulated, and pass it on to the governor to look into your plight. So I want to thank you for the way you conducted yourself so far. You have shown us that you are mature, you are responsible citizens of this country, this country and this state too. So please, when I leave here, I will make effort to see the governor today and convince him all you have said. Even a copy of the letter you sent to me, I forwarded it to him too.
The Ondo State government says it will not allow commercial drivers who have not complied with its registration directive. About 24 drivers have been arrested by the state task force for flouting government directives. The senior special assistant to the governor, Rotimi Akeredolu, on special duties, said over 500 drivers have registered with the state government. According to him, no driver without valid driver's license would be allowed to operate in the state.
You go to town now, you see that over 500 of them have complied. This is the 4th month. This is the 4th month. So when do they suggest that we should start enforcement? Until when they start to kill our people? No, things are not done that way, sir. We gave them 3 months. We extended it another 2 weeks. This is the end of the 4th month. So what do they expect?
Now, for the people of Tainsi, Akure, all those states, we apologize to our governor to give us more automatic a month. They are now using with tax force now coming out to operate. What my indulgence now to the governor is this, that they should please give us, to me, since I'm told now, this week I'm going to take a step on it because I don't like, as you can see me, I don't like anything that will bring insult.
A civil society organization, the Media Initiative Against Injustice, Violence and Corruption, has asked the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Mr. Abubakar Malami, to make the forensic audit report of the Niger Delta Development Commission public. The Executive Director, MIIVOC, Dr. Walter Duru, on Wednesday, said Malami and the Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Mr. Godswill Akpabio, were under obligation to make the document available to Nigerians. He said the forensic report was not a secret document that should be kept away from the Niger Delta people. Duru, whose organization had invoked the Freedom of Information Act on Malami to release a copy of the report, alleged that thousands of the Commission's projects were abandoned with trillions of naira diverted into private pockets. Duru noted that, and I quote, "This is one of the reasons that the Commission has been run illegally for some time now by using caretaker committees. These things clearly violate the provisions of the NDDC Act. They violated the provisions of the Act just to ensure that there was a forensic audit." End of quote. Now, the Benue and Ondo state governments have slammed the leadership of Mieti Allah Kautal Ho over its comments on the anti-open grazing law. The National Secretary of the Association, Saleh Al-Hassan, called on the National Assembly to intervene and stop attempts by some state governors to enact anti-open grazing laws targeted at Fulani pastoralists. The Benue government specifically said with the manner the leadership of Mieti Allah was making a spurious statement and still went free without arrest should that body was now running Nigeria. The State Commissioner for Information, Culture and Tourism, Mrs. Ngunan Adenge, made this remark while reacting to the outbursts by the Secretary General of the Social Cultural Association, Alhaji Alsan Saleh, who made derogatory statements against state governors who signed laws prohibiting open grazing of herds in their states. Also, the Ondo state government, while reacting to the statement credited to Mieti Allah Kautal Hor, declared that the new anti-open grazing law would be enforced in totality, while defaulters would be dealt with according to the law of the state. A statement by the Senior Special Assistant to Governor Rotimi Akeredolu on Special Duties and Strategy, Dr. Doyin Adebowale, on Wednesday, the government condemned the Mieti Allah statement, saying it showed the group encouraged banditry going on across the country. Chairman of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, Brigadier General Mohammed Buba Marwa, on Wednesday said 6 billion naira worth of drugs meant for insurgents were intercepted by the agency. Marwa, who spoke at a media briefing to update the public on the seizure, said loads of a Captagon brand of amphetamine was intercepted by operatives of the agency at the Apapa port in Lagos State. According to him, sometime in March 2021, the agency received intelligence from its international partners on the shipment of illicit narcotics to Nigeria from the Middle East through the Apapa port. The container passed through 3 countries and was transloaded in a North African country, but the NDLEA kept track of it along with its partners, he explained. NDLEA said in all, a total of 451,807 tablets weighing 74.119 kilograms were discovered hidden inside their rotor coils, going by the street value of about 25 pounds or $25 per tablet. The agency projected the importer would have raised $11.3 million, which is equivalent to 6 billion naira.